Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back at Berserker's Team League, or the league or the tournament between the teams, different teams around the world of who are playing and enjoying StarCraft 2 all together. And today, Team DeVoid is meeting Team eXimius Gaming, if I'm not right, and it's happening on NA. And we are looking at the first game, and we are looking at the main base of Kid B from eXimius Gaming, and he is playing against DeVoid Terran player Lauren. Yeah, well, I haven't seen Lauren actually in TVT action, to be honest. I haven't casted her in TVT action. I know what she's doing in versus Zergs. Thank you for following, Matrix. I believe that's captain of the other team. So there you go. Thank you. Much appreciate that. Anyways, yeah, I haven't seen her playing in TVT in mirror matchups, so I have no idea what happens. So there is a little chit chat going on in the chat. You're most welcome to do so, and not mind me here, but enjoy the game, obviously. Anyways, both Terran players are starting with barracks. Looks like Kid is already, like, yeah, he started with supply depot, then he built a barracks, then he built supply depot number 2. There's double gas mining, and there is a Reaper man's already tagged to go to the jumping ramp. So if Lauren sends her Reaper, then it's gonna be denied. Lauren has finished her barracks. She starts with a command center in natural. She has the Reaper getting ready. Meanwhile, Kid is actually proxying a factory right now, which could be probably for Hellions. So as I have seen what the Mr. Winter is doing in TVT, then usually it's like some sort of Hellion Reaper combination quick attack, and then it's the strings being pulled all around the place, and then they kind of figure out what the opponent is capable of, and then they go from there. Anyways, yep, there is a tech lab actually being built, so that means either siege tanks or cyclones that will be provided, and there is double Reapers from the Kid B right now. He has SCV joins the party. There is the Hellion. Lauren is going for starport. She is actually doing 1-1-1 opening against this Terran player, which is starting to build bunker at her natural. Though there is Marine and there is Reaper, so that SCV goes bye-bye, and the bunker is cancelled, and the Hellion joins in the fray here. Meanwhile, factory is starting tech lab building, and there's actually siege tank being built. Meanwhile, on the back of it, Kid is actually going for natural base, where he has flown his barracks. I guess that's where the barracks are going. So it's gonna be proxy army, or I would say it's gonna be multiple siege tanks, and the barracks will work as actual vision provider here for Kid. So he can provide vision with barracks to the siege tank and jump with the Reapers into the mineral line. There is a Raven already on the way. There is Cyclone being provided, so technically that could be defensive force, which could take care of whatever attack is happening. So the question is, how will Lauren act next? She spots the siege tank, which starts shooting at her SCVs. There is the siege tank number 2 joining in the attack. Lauren actually is going for third CC. She has the Raven. She doesn't have the upgrade for the Raven that would deny deny the siege tanks in general. The Reapers jump into main base right now. One siege tank did go down, so Lauren is safe from that pressure, and she gets rid of the Reapers. It's 6 SCVs which have been going down. The Kid actually goes for Cyclones now, and the research for the... I forgot what's the name. I failed the courses of casters, sorry about that. Anyways, for the denial of units are being researched for ravens now. So there are one more raven being built, one more siege tank being built to join the army. So Lauren is building up on army. Well, SCVs wise, the worker wise, she is a little bit in front. She has double siege tanks over here. There's double cyclones, double siege tanks. This siege tank is actually doing a lot of damage to the Lauren's units. But the ravens are here. Mules being dropped. Does Lauren find out about the proxy factory? No, she does not. The barracks did go down, but there is one more barracks rebuilt. And there are 2 starports from Kid. Kid is going for Liberator and Viking. So that's like kind of air-terran transition. Meanwhile, Lauren is actually building double engineering bay. She's switching out the barracks with a starport to go for double Viking herself. She is quite ahead, I believe, in economy. She has like 43 workers to 27, which is really good. And actually, if we look at the trades made, the advantage actually is in Lauren's favor. So actually Kid has lost more resources than Lauren. Anyways, Kid is building more siege tanks. And he's actually building a fusion core, which might be showing that he might be transitioning to some kind of battle cruiser thing, because there are the 2 tech labs. It could be Banshees, it could be battle cruisers. Anyways, if Lauren keeps on producing multiple Vikings here from Starport, that could be really good. She has landed the 3rd base and she is starting to saturate it. Lauren is pretty good at macro wise, as I have said it multiple times on stream. People who have seen me, watched me, know about this. She's not paying attention to the possible proxy here and not seeing that there could be probably not popping in her mind. There comes the Yamato cannons and double battle cruisers are being provided. So that's a switch from our blue Terran player, and he's actually again trying to leapfrog the siege tanks towards the Lauren's army. Lauren spots both siege tanks, takes down one, takes down the other one. Will she finally spot the ongoing buildings here? I don't think she has seen, or she has seen. No, she hasn't seen. Like, the range of vision hasn't been so far, so she's not checking where it actually comes from, which is a little bit ridiculous, really bit funny. Anyways, there is a big transition to the battle cruisers, but the economy wise, Lauren is quite a bit in front, which means that, and she's also finishing steam packs, finishing 1-1 for the bio, so she's mostly going for the bio force with siege tanks as support. Building the 4th on site will find that there actually were proxy buildings. I think now there will be in the vision. And meanwhile, Kid is actually building proxy 3rd base here in the corner, while he's sending out those 2 battle cruisers. Starting 3rd battle cruiser, and Lauren is going for 2 Vikings. She has scanned the main base of Kid, so she knows that there are battle cruisers coming. She starts producing Vikings out of the starport, which is pretty much the strongest counter there is, I believe, in big enough amounts. Now, what will be the reaction here from Lauren? She comes in with Marines. Oh, there are Vikings, yes. The BC jumps away to the natural base of the blue Terran player over here. And the Liberator, which flew to the natural, is denied, but there were 13 SCVs going down. I don't know which moment was that one. Probably here, question mark, if they were targeted correctly. Yeah, it looks like that. But I don't think that did make any difference. Lauren still is in front in workers. Well, Kid has engaged his 3rd proxy base and he's making more BCs. Lauren keeps providing the Vikings, and she is actually deciding to push out. She's close to the max out situation, so that's going to be something to see. Will these 3 battle cruisers be enough to defend against this force? There is only one siege tank, and technically 3 ravens can deny those for sure. This Viking will find out that there is a big army force pushing right now the natural base. The marines finds out the siege tank, which is firing. The ravens are denying, putting down the turrets, and there are Viking force now going to deal with the battle cruisers, which are jumping into the main base of the blue Terran player. Lauren is steaming in, keep shooting and destroying the buildings. Now I believe there are like 4 or 5 battle cruisers. They are being repaired by the SCVs, which all of them have been built. But I think the army-wise, Lauren is still far ahead. And yeah, most of the battle cruisers are going down right now. And looks like that will be the case. And I don't think that the blue Terran player here will be able to recover from this, unfortunately. Yep, the all army has gone down. The main base and natural has been killed. The GG is called. Lauren takes game 1 for Team DeVoid. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the Berserker Team League. This is game 2 of best of 5 between Team DeVoid and eXimius Gaming, and you are looking at the main base of Team DeVoid Insane. Here he's named Incy, but we know that it's Insane, and he is playing against Matrix from eXimius Gaming. In blue colors, here playing Terrans, so Insane in top right left corner in red colors, and the Terran player Matrix is going for the blue colors in the bottom left corner. This is Persephone. Yes, we are still playing on the old map pool. And yeah, the first game was won by Lauren in a mirror matchup. Good job by her. She just did her things, the usual things, and really good job at it. So my turn will be the next one, so I will be the game 3 player, but let's see how Insane will do against this. Matrix is, his opener is quite standard, I would say. It's supply depot into barracks. The supply depot SCV is scouting for what kind of stuff is going on in opposite side. He confirms that there is natural, which looks like natural, nothing more than that, so nothing cheesy. And the SCV comes to potentially block the third base on patrolling fashion, or not, we'll see. Anyways, Matrix opens up with a marine. That could mean that he's going to hunt for the Overlord, which Insane has already over here. And he's going for the command center next. Well, the Insane is doing the standard things. It's opening double queens, going for Overlord, droning up. He has the second base. He should be thinking about the third base really soon. There it is. This drone is going for third base. There are Zerglings already on to the SCV, which is having intent to block the third base, but unfortunately that's not gonna happen. The double marines are now hunting down the Overlord over here, and Matrix is going for factory after the barracks. The marines will succeed, unfortunately, in their job. Unfortunate for Zerg player here. So that's a little supply block. Overlord going down, so Insane is stuck, and there is actually a third base being built right now from Matrix, which is really greedy, I might say, but he's going for Tech Lab, which means that he is going to have Siege Tank or Cyclone production. Who knows?
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Ass away. Next. I have no idea what you were attacking. Okay, I will read it afterwards. Turtles trolling, that's cool. Anyways, yep, there is the siege tank, there is the factory number 2, so that looks like mech play. I would say that means like 3cc into 3 factories. It's like 131 into 3 cc's. That's really greedy, I might even say. There's a blue flame being researched right now. The siege tank is positioned here. Well, what is Insane doing meanwhile? Well, he's going for the Roach Warren, which is quite alright for safety reasons. He has triple queens ready to how it's called? Reject any Hellions closing up. There's multiple queens, so there is like 6 queens right now. 3 of them are here working as a creep queens or the offensive ones in the front, and the 3 next to the bases. Well, yeah, it looks like we are having a mech player for sure here. There's a siege tank. The Lings will come here and find out that there is a siege tank and there is indeed a bunker. And the Overlord will confirm that there indeed are 3 factories right now. So I'm very curious to see what is Insane's plan in this kind of situation. I would say my plan would be probably to go for the Roach Hydras with Microbial, get the 4th base done. Yep, this looks like 14 drones, so he's saturating his 3rd base. For some reason he's researching Burrow. Burrow can actually be pretty good idea, as he could try to bait the Hellions and Cyclones, which probably would be the next unit which joins in the army, into the bases. And while they are committing for no unprotected bases, there are burrowed roaches under, and that's, I have jumped some people like that, and that's a really fabulous sight. Could we be the observers of such a situation? We'll see. There is factory number 4 that is being built. Well, there is only 1 siege tank, so right now there is not much of a threat, but the more the siege tanks, the bigger the issue is for this combination of mine, which I talked about, Roach Hydra, to actually achieve anything. Anyways, Burrow is almost finished. The lair is finished. I don't know, does... no, there is no Roach speed yet being researched. I believe either it's being done as defensive purposes, which could be the case. The Hellions are now committing into the 3rd base drone line over here. That's a couple of drones going down. That's 5 drones. Not much actually lost. Really good. And there comes the +1 attack and Roach speed. And a lot of drones added in. The 4th base is being built, so economically Insane is running forward right now. The 3rd base of Matrix is not being positioned yet in the 3rd base position, so he is mostly pumping out army, and there are couple of siege tanks joining in the squad, which means that there might be more passive kind of play, more turtley kind of play. So the front line would be from Hellions and then from siege tanks, so it could be big Hellbat siege tank push, question mark, in one time. There is +1 armor and +1 weapons being researched for the vehicles right now, so technically that's well defended. So this most likely right now looks like really vulnerable to Roach Ravager attack, which looks like Insane is actually preparing. He pumps in some Ravagers, 5 Ravagers are here, and he makes more Roaches, and he's researching tunneling claws, which means that he will allow his Roaches to sneak under the radar, which is really cool idea. The Hellions have been sent for run by Matrix. Insane starts Spinecrawler for defensive. He didn't spot those Hellions, so those Hellions will probably eat those drones for dinner, for sure. Actually 5 of them, no, more of them, so that's quite a big losses here for the Insane. But he is revealing his big Roach army. He's also lasering Overlords right now, like 8 of them at the time, kind of thing that I do. And he's actually sending his Roach Ravager attack to the counter attack. He pumps 10 more Roaches in. He has +1, he has Roach speed, he will have tunneling claws once he reaches the opponent's side, or the opposing side right now. And the question is, will he... Well, there is missile turret here and missile turret here, so technically his burrowed Roaches will be seen even if he... Either if he is not sniping them, or even if he is burrowed and tries to burrow under the siege tanks. And there is quite a big siege tank line over here. It's like 6 siege tanks, 7, 8 here, 8, 9 over here, so that's a lot of siege tanks. There comes the attack. The Ravagers are trying to pile down the roaches. The burrow is trying to hide them, but there is missile turret. Oh, one of them is going down. Now the burrow can be used, but all the roaches have been donezoed. 2 Ravagers are left here. How did the trade go? Unfortunately not good for the Zerg player here. It's like 5,400 resource. I believe that's 2,000, no? It's 2,600 or something like that. Unfortunately gone for the Zerg player here, and he has forgotten about his Ravagers over here at this position. And the Spine is awaiting. Beautiful run by of Hellions, which have been sent here to the 4th base of Insane. A couple of drones are going down. That's 4, 6 of them, and even more. Yep, that's 8 together in exchange. That's quite a bit of workers lost here. Insane is going for the 5th and 6th base, just proactively expanding. He is researching +2 and +1 melee. I don't see that there is any other transition happening right now. I don't see Hydras joining. I see that there is Infestation Pit. Will he try to get the Microbial Shroud? No, he's going for attack number 2. He has a bunch of links jumping in on the siege tanks. Then he's splitting out his roaches and will try to attack here this base. Successfully denies it for a little bit, but there is actually no 3rd base for this Terran player. So technically, well, if Insane goes like insane in economy, he could actually do some stuff. He's building Spire, which might mean that he's planning to transition to Mutas, but I don't think that will be the case. I think he will try to transition for the Broodlords in the late game. Meanwhile, on the opposite side, we have 4 is here, and there are a couple of them already. One of them is out, and there is one more coming up. There are 2 planetaries being placed here, so that's a big Turtle Terran. Winter would be super proud about this Terran player specifically. There comes the Ling run by, there comes the roaches from the other angle. CC is being lifted. There is quite a force over here. The Ravagers are trying to pile down the siege tank without much of success. I don't think that was effective trades here for the Insane still. It's now 3,000 behind, and his 3rd is under attack from the Hellion run by. The 5th is a little bit mining. There comes the Greater Spire. There is the Hive already done. There is +3 range attacks and +2 melee attacks. Well, so for those who doesn't know, because you don't see Broodlords much, there's actually the Renals also being researched, which is really cool. So the Broodlords are serving from 4 actually kinds of upgrades. So that's melee attacks, melee armor, air armor, and air attack. So air attack is the punch damage of the Broodling, which is jumping onto the unit, and then the Broodling itself is gathering the power from the melee attacks, which is really cool. But he needs quite a lot of resources to actually get a big enough force of Broodlords, and also as much upgrades as possible, because the Terran right now is +2/+2 vehicle weapons and vehicle armors, and he is going for +3 vehicle weapons right now. So that's big Turtle Terran right now. Technically, this could be quite vulnerable for a quick Swarm Host transition, I believe. That would be really fancy to see, but that could actually make a lot of sense as working the mediation to get to the Broodlords. The roaches try to burrow and go into the 3rd, but unfortunately now they are chased down by the 4 Cyclones, a couple of Hellbats, Hellions, and Thors. Actually, it was a distraction attack. There is a Banes attacking the natural. Smart moves here, but only 3 SCVs gone down, and that's a big army here in exchange for the planetary, which were just for defense. Insane decides to go for Neural Parasite, which could be quite fancy. That's many of Lings trying to surround this army, but unfortunately that's not gonna work. Although these Lings did successfully get 2 siege tanks, but these Hellbats are quite strong. Well, technically at this moment I would say it's multiple possibilities, but at this moment I think if I were in this position I would probably be already at ultras, and the game might be looking a little bit different, but that's not get this personal. There is a big push now happening. There is 12 roaches, there's 15 corruptors. Will the corruptors manage to transition into the broodlords? There is nothing to shoot in the air right now, so the corruptors must be evacuated and transitioned into the broods. Does Insane has the gas for it? Unfortunately not much, only 4 of them. And Insane calls GG. Matrix game takes game number 2 for eXimius Gaming.